What is up out there in the world? It's your boy Brian Pluto coming at you. Here we are in the world, May 13th, coming up May 20th, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time is the La Muerta Retaliation Kickstarter launch. Man, we love this character, La Muerta. This will be the 6th chapter in La Muerta's life. We've already done 5, and if you're not familiar with the character, she is an avenging angel. Her family was wiped out by an occult-leading crime cartel. She was left for dead. Then aided by the mysterious Faustino, she resurrected and decided to exact her revenge against Mama Z and her gang. And we have charted her story over the course of 5 chapters that are each 48 pages and square bound. And now we're going to offer Chapter 6, Retaliation, which is the accumulation and the climax of her first major storyline. This is it. La Muerta versus Mama Z for all the marbles. So, right here and now what we're going to do during this broadcast is we're going to show you all the cool rewards that we have available on the La Muerta Retaliation Kickstarter. But I'm here to assure you that you'll have the opportunity, if you're new, to actually get all these past chapters, these premiere editions. Cool thing is, La Muerta's actually been by the exact same creative team since the beginning. How much does that happen? We've been in the game with La Muerta for 5 years. And it's writer Mike McLean, illustrator Joel Gomez, colorist Cece De La Cruz, and veteran letterer Marshall Dillon. It's true. So let's get right into it. And Jimmy Calabrese is manning the camera. If any of you boils and ghouls out there have any questions, lay them on me, and we'll see what we can do to answer them. Excuse me, I'm a little parched. Forgive me. Forgive my human foibles. First up, boom, we're talking La Muerta Premiere Edition, cover by Paolo Pantalena, colored by Arif Prianto. Amazing contributor, Paolo Pantalena, always kicking ass. There is a rumor that once we get into the campaign and we reach a certain plateau, we might exchange that printed logo for a red foil logo. So I don't know if you guys and gals think that would be cool, but I think it would be cool. Have you guys noticed too that we, for every one of our Coffin characters, we give a little we change our king skull symbol right there. Call that the sugar skull version. And with Hell Witch, for example, she has the horns, and Lady Death just has her very own skull. So that's the premiere edition. That's going to be offered at $26, shipping free in the United States. Next up, boom, the homage edition. This is by the one and only Jesse Witchman and R.F. Prianto. This is completely and utterly Jesse Witchman's idea. We've actually possessed this image for a while, clearly an homage to the wonderful film Desperado by Robert Rodriguez. And if you get all into it, you can see how we credited stuff. Great stuff. People have really been responding to that one already, and big up to Jesse Witchman for pulling that one off. Next up, this is a facsimile of the hardcover edition by Diego Bernard, frequent contributor to Hell Witch and to Lady Death. He is rocking out on Lady Death. We are already halfway done with Lady Death's next chapter, Treacherous Infamy. I mean, the script has been written, but just today, Diego turned in a double-page spread for page 26-27. It is Lady Death versus Johnny Devlin. But this is a facsimile of what the hardcover would look like by Diego and Cece. Next up, boom, jeweled edition by Sun K. I am very happy and lucky to say that we have been working with Sun K for 6 years. And it occurs to me that only now she is just getting her due. Her work completely knocks me out. Princess Jewel, Shannon G, actually has done all the jewels. And you could see they're actually, for example, the bullets are enhanced by actual Swarovski crystals. This portrays La Muerta in a battle-damaged outfit outside of Fiesta World. Now, Fiesta World in the world of La Muerta is kind of the equivalent of the Batcave. We have our character Loco, who's our Barrio Batman, and his secret headquarters is Fiesta World. It's a edge-of-town, dormant amusement park that's riddled with trips and traps for bad guys. Next up, boom, Jose Varese, Jeremy Clark, and Sandra Nivenjun contribute the holofoil edition. There's La Muerta rocking it out on the motorcycle, shooting her guns. It's one of the earlier Jose Varese contributions. I got a couple of more Jose pieces in recently, and they are knockout. So happy to have the Florida resident Jose Varese on board. Beautiful job. And these are all mock-ups. You guys probably know that by now. Mock-up editions, nothing in them. I reserve the right to actually mess with this cover a little bit more to bring out more and more and more of the holofoil, like we've begun to do here on the headlights and here on the shooting, the bangs, but probably a little more. Next up, boom, the Naughty Edition by Sora, Song and Kate Colors. This portrays Mama Z as an elite, luxurious Grim Reaper type character. Mama Z, our arch enemy for La Muerta, is actually sees herself as royalty dating back to the Aztecs. And she actually does eat people's hearts and their blood to give her crime cartel power. And she is back, and she is out for blood in Retaliation. Next up, boom, returning champion John Boy Myers, boom, with the crazy, crazy Metallico edition. Look at that interesting attitude, very foreboding, very intense piece of art by John Boy. He really rocks him out. I like how she has her pinky out. I love it. It's like her rosary. It's really what it's all about, right? It's like the rosary, the implication of a religious demeanor and then violence and, what really solves it, I don't know. But La Muerta, Retaliation. Just want to tell you, and some of you boys and girls know out here, this is the Coffin Comics value proposition. Each physical reward includes free unlocked stretch goals, free U.S. shipping, free digital download, and free optional Brian Polito autograph and certificate. So we like to try to throw as much value in as we can. So those are the main base editions, but that is not nearly all. Jimmy Calabrese, take a look back and look at this particular wall. So much to show you actually for this campaign, but what you're looking at here is the mystery envelope, and I would love to show you the mystery envelope for this campaign. So let's see, I think the mystery envelope on this campaign is limited to 500 overall. First up, we have the Jesse Witchman holofoil, limited to 13 copies, 10 of which will be added into the campaign. This is an image by Witchman. We will also add, I believe, several Omegas, APs, number 3s, BPs, to make it really fun. And now let's get into the bulk of what this wild, wild mystery envelope is about. So, I tasked series artist Joel Gomez to reinterpret La Muerta as if she's from different dimensions, different planes of existence. And here we go. There you go, Medieval La Muerta. This is limited to 40 copies, 40 copies, 40 copies. All these will be limited to 40. Next up, Viking La Muerta by series artist Joel Gomez, limited to 40 and done. 40 and done, people. Boom, Cowboy La Muerta, limited to 40 copies. I love that Joel chose to illustrate on different colored paper and kind of use the space differently in each one. It's one of the fun things about working with Joel is he's manically creative. Is that fair to say, Jimmy Calabrese?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, he's wildly creative. It's funny too, I'll pick on him a little bit. Like I'll be done designing everything and then he comes up with 20 more ideas. I'm like, whoa, slow your roll, cowboy. We'll apply it to the next one. He's always got ideas. Next up, boom, this is Wasteland Warrior La Muerta. I love this idea too that there is this thing, the Infinity Verse, and maybe our characters are operating on different planes of reality. Who knows? Maybe that'll figure into a storyline in the future. I'm not sure. Maybe a lot of what you've been seeing is a prophecy for the future. Maybe we've been seeding it the whole time. I don't know. You never know. And then next up, this is the Aztec. I think I called this one Jaguar Claw. Jaguar Claw. Beautiful work by Joel. Really neat. Next up, mystery envelope. Boom, I think this is the punk lady one. Like that he added some color in that one. Yeah, punk rock edition. She's cool. Next up, boom, this is the criminal edition. I also like to acknowledge longtime graphic designer Mike Flippin, how he's been really sensitive to all the different Infinityverse versions and how he's made all these cool logos for each different one. But again, limited to 40 copies. Next up, Flamenco La Muerta. Flamenco using the beautiful pink background paper. Really nice, a lot of nice movement on this one. Next up, Cyborg La Muerta. This one's cool. Joel's also known for doing really cool interpretive backgrounds. And I think he's updated La Muerta's super cool skeletal outfit really nicely. Super cool. And I love the graphics. And then, boom, the Victorian La Muerta. Victorian, limited to 40. I don't know why we make these numbers so low. The truth is, we like to be generative and put out a lot of stuff, so, like, blame us for that. That's true. I've been accused of that. And then, boom, Space Case La Muerta. I think this feels kind of like a 50s throwback to, the 50s feel for what space would be like. And then rounding off these editions is the Pirate La Muerta. Pirate La Muerta. So these 12 different editions, Jimmy, take a look back and look at all 12. I mean, this makes up the bedrock of this mystery envelope. And in fact, many of the mystery envelopes associated with La Muerta have been done by Joel himself. And he brings a neat, creative flavor to each time we attack it. Now, I like these images so much that I thought it would be really cool if we put them together as a set of prints. So, that's exactly what we did. So, we have the Infinityverse prints, and these are 9x12 images that will be perfectly frameable. So, as opposed to the standard 11x17, these are nicely 9x12. And in fact, we're about to get ready to frame all 12, and we're putting them inside the war room here at HQ. So here you go. Cowboy, Flamenco, Jaguar Claw, Criminal, Pirate, Medieval, Punk Rock, Space Case, Viking, Victorian, Wasteland Warrior, and Cyborg. So these will be offered as a standalone reward for $99, I think. 12 images, perfectly frameable. 9x12 is a common format. Now, still looking at this particular wall, you might see a lot of bigger question marks, and these are for our prints. People love our prints, and we love to make our prints for you guys. So let me show you some of the prints, shall I? First up, boom, that's the beautiful Diego Bernard. Now we're doing prints last couple campaigns where you can either pick 5, and then at the end of the campaign during the survey, you can tell us which 5 they're going to be, or you could pick 10, or we usually have the ultimate print set where you would get all 13 prints that we have to offer. Boom. Well, it's true. We are doing a Coffin Co. pop-like homage, and we have it available as a print, and this is by Murat Michaels and Dan Feldmeyer. Boom, the Jose Varese image. Beautiful, make a lovely print. The nice jeweled edition, Fiesta World by Sun K. John Boy Myers, look at that. I love the graphics, man. It's really loud, it's super busy. Oh my, Elias Chadzudis. Elias, woo. My, Richard Ortiz with a Naughty Mama Z image. And that great homage by Jesse Witchman. And Dark Reaper, an image that's proved to be very, very popular so far. But hey, let's keep it all going, right? What would a Coffin Comics Kickstarter campaign be without a fun chase edition? So on this one, we are doing our Funko Pop. Each color will be limited to 55. There we got the blue, we got the red, purple, white, emerald, and gold. But that's not all. Let's do an Omega for each one of those. So these main editions would be limited to 55 apiece, or limited to 1, the Omega edition. Blue, red. Let's see here. That looks like blue too. So purple, blue, white, emerald, and gold. Gold, gold. Gold doesn't want to stay on the frame. Stay on the frame, gold. Okay, it doesn't want to stay on the frame. We'll let it. It's all the comic book covers are rebelling. So these chase will be part of the high roller tier. We do different sorts of tiers. Some of these rewards stand on their own. And then sometimes we group them all together. Oh, you know, one thing I'm neglecting to show here is that we actually have an original art edition. So we have an original art edition. It's a blank cover. And that blank is available on its own, or it's available for Joel Gomez to draw on. And that'll be 2 versions. There'll be one mid-waisted up, and then it'll be full body version. So we got to get those for next one we go live, right, Jimmy Calabrese?
Yeah.
Now, next up, here we go. Let's actually show you these other cool, well, no, I feel if I keep showing you guys the prints, I'm sort of showing you what the comics are. So come on over here. Another element to keep our Kickstarters interesting is different groupings of covers. So check this one out by series artist Joel Gomez. We call this one the Deadly Duo. If you look at it closely, it actually will form one image. Beautiful image, very, very detailed. 3 layers of imagery. Foreground is Mama Z and La Muerta. In the front is the graveyard, and in the background is a lot of imagery and symbolism that evokes the origin of both characters. And this will be a standalone reward, much like we did with Jesse Hernandez last year. Series artist Joel Gomez, rocking it out. Another standalone reward will be the Grindhouse cover set by Dandy Dan Mendoza. So we have the La Muerta and with all the cool writing on it and stuff. And then we have the Mama Z. So for you Dan Mendoza fans, and Dan is a phenomenal talent, this is his set for this particular campaign. So in our campaigns, we'll have the standalone rewards, all of which you could add on if they're available. But additionally, we have what we call upper tier, where we group the books together. And then sometimes when we group the books together, people would get maybe an extra book, some extra goodies. So the extra goodie for our, let me see here. The extra goodies for our upper tiers are the following. First up is the Metallico Jewel. This is artwork by Monty Moore, jeweled by Shannon G, and colored by Sanju Nivenjun. And then here is the Dark Reaper, which is the paper version of it. This one will be limited strictly to 150 copies, and it'll be part of the Mega Baller. Mega Baller. And then not to be outdone, we actually have the Lethal Edition by Elias Chatzudis. It's always fun having our characters in a coffin. She's a little battle damaged on that, and she's being looked upon by, I think it looks like the Grim Reaper. It doesn't look like Santa Muerte, but it does look like Grim Reaper. And then we have the Naughty Mama Z, portrayed as an Aztec goddess, and this is by Richard Ortiz and colored by Sanju Nivenjun. Now, you might have heard that Coffin Comics likes to do like a crazy tier. We call it the legend tier, where we find an artist that has never contributed to our character before, usually make that a big name artist, and then make a crazy low print run edition. A lot of these artists, like we work with them all, right? Art Germ, Adam Hughes, Mark Brooks. We have some cool ones coming up. But for this particular Kickstarter campaign, we invited our friend Joe Benitez. So feast your eyes on the Joe Benitez legend, with color by Beth Sotelo. This is the team from Lady Mechanica, and this is going to be a very, very limited edition. I think we're limiting it to, I think it's 60 copies. So this set will be part of the the upper tier, the legend tier, and I think there'll be 60 legend tiers. This is what we would call noir. And then this is virgin art, so there's no trade dress. Beth was kind enough and gave us a color variant on the skull. So the one with trade dress, it's sort of a skull color. And then this one is a red color. So that is the actual legend tier. And if, let's say, you were to choose to back something like the legend tier, you wind up getting a heck of a lot of what you see here. You would get you get these books, you'd get these books, you'd get that book, you'd get one of each of these books, you'd get one of these, and you'd get 2 of those. So it's a pretty good deal. So, and then if you were to do the Mega Baller, you'd get everything else without those. So it's pretty crazy. Now let me show you some of the final prints. We did the Deadly Duo by Joel Gomez. Here you can see clearly without the trade dress some of the imagery that sparks the origin of these characters. You get the commemorative print by Paulo Pantalena and Cici de la Cruz. And the naughty commemorative print. And then finally the legend print by the one and only Joel Benitez. And then cards. I heard some of you guys and gals out there, I heard it, you guys like cards. So we love doing cards, one of my favorite things. And so here's the official Metallicard set for La Muerta Retaliation. Boom, the Coffin Co. Boom, the Naughty Mama Z. Boom, the Joe Benitez. Boom, the Elias Chatzudis. And the Dark Reaper. Those are the main cards, the official cards for the official La Muerta Retaliation Kickstarter campaign. Now look, everybody, I know a lot's going on. We're all doing what we're doing, but I cordially invite you to come and back our Kickstarter campaign next Wednesday, May 20th. We launch at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Now, if you want to get the inside scoop, please sign up to our mailing list, and by around this time tomorrow, we're sending out an official PDF which recaps the entire campaign so that you could ruminate over what you may be interested in. Jimmy, would it be cool if we show people how they can sign up to the campaign?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. So, here we are in HQ. Hard at work on things like May the 4th, Be With You signings. Sign those today. But what I'd like to show you is, so this is our website, which is the new one. It's called coffincomics.com. And here's our newsletter sign up. So if you simply enter your information here, Jimmy's going to click on it. It's thinking about it. And what you just simply pop in just go to coffincomics.com, pop in the email, and you will officially get on there. No big deal, man. Doesn't want to pop up, but that's okay. It's really that easy. It's easy in every case except this case. Check out.
You guys go to coffincomicsshop.com. Click on that one. You can sign up there as well.
Sign up there. Check out Jimmy's got the coolest office. It's monsterific. So
find it on the Coffin Comic Shop.
So Jimmy went to coffincomicsshop.com and he's going to show us where we could sign up.
And don't forget to sign up for Sworn Nation, folks. Come join us.
Get onto our Facebook group called Sworn Nation.
And right here.
So you can sign up to the newsletter at the bottom of the store, enter your email address, and you'll actually get the inside scoop, right?
Join us.
Right on, man.
All right.
Right on. So, in conclusion, I cordially invite you to back our campaign. This will be our 20th Kickstarter campaign, 21st crowdfunding campaign. This is La Muerta Retribution, written by Mike McLean, illustrated by Joel Gomez, colored by Cici de la Cruz, and lettered by veteran letterer Marshall Dillon. Covers and editions by the best in the globe. Our campaign kicks off next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. You will probably hear about that from us more than once. Don't forget, Coffin Comics Value Proposition. We feature all physical rewards, feature free unlock stretch goals, free U.S. shipping, free digital download, and free autograph from yours truly. All I want to say, folks, is you've been great. I've been Brian Polito. Holler at you later.